I'm going to show you exactly how to get local business traffic from TikTok. A lot of people feel like TikTok is only global and you're not going to get local customers, but there is a way to get local people to find you from TikTok. Now, before I show you exactly how I do it, let's go over a couple things. Okay, if you want local traffic from TikTok, the first thing you have to do is show up on their feed. Okay, that's the hardest part, right? But once you get in their algorithm, now it becomes easier. Okay, so the first thing we need to do to get in their algorithm is to get them to see the video, first of all. Okay. The second thing we need to do to stay in their algorithm is to get them to at least watch one of your videos for faster than 1 to 2 seconds, right? So if you show up in their algorithm, you did a good job, but if they swipe, then you'll never show up again. Okay. So we need to create the video in a way that we show up in their algorithm, and then we need to make sure that they stay immediately because TikTok is prioritizing videos that people watch, obviously. And if your video, if people swipe past it, it's not going to show it to anyone at all. And that's consistent with if you want local traffic or if you want global traffic, either way. So, okay, the first thing we're going to do, and I'm going to show you my screen here in a minute. The first thing we need to do is we need to tag that location. All right, let's go. All right, so this is my TikTok channel here for my air conditioning business. You can see I've had a couple big viral videos, and this one here that you see, let me turn the volume down before I click on it. So this video here was actually the #1 trending video in my town for 3 weeks, and that's really, really good. And the way that you can check that is you go here to search, and then you're going to type in your town. It's going to show you the top videos in your town. Okay, so these are the top videos in my city, and you want to get on this page here. Now, people aren't searching this particular page, but this gives you an idea if people in your town are seeing you, okay? Now, another thing you can do is type users. This is always my goal. When I type users is to see myself in here because this is going to show you the top users in your city. And you always want to see where you are. Now, I'm not going to see myself on here because I'm logged into my TikTok channel. But if you have a separate TikTok, like a personal one, you can log into that one and then you can check. All right. Now, this also helps you find local influencers because you can see who's in town. So, for example, here's a guy, Fayetteville NC Barber. He has 315 followers. We've got a restaurant here, 200 followers. There's the baseball team. Okay, so that's obviously a local influencer. And I might want to reach out and do some cross promotions with them. All right. Okay, so we want to end up here. How do we do it? Let me show you. All right, so the first thing that we want to do, like I said, is show up in their feed. And the way you do that is, let's go ahead and add a video. All right, let's say I want to add this one here. Okay, first thing we need to do is we need to tag that location. Boom. Okay, that's my town there. Whatever city yours is, put it in there. Type it in. If you live in Los Angeles, whatever it is, you're going to type that. You're going to make sure that you show up there. Okay. Now, TikTok has a 4,000 character limit on the description. That's very, very important. All right. So what you want to do is you want to go to ChatGPT and you want to show up for your city, right? So you're going to tell the algorithm that this is hyper specific for the town. So I'm going to say, give me a 4,000 character description about duct cleaning. Okay. Mention Los Angeles many times. Boom. This is just to save time. You can write it out. All right. So boom, this is going to write out everything about what I do. And it's going to write my city over and over and over and over. And we're going to have a long 4,000 word description. Okay. So you see I've got duct cleaning registers, duct cleaning, HVAC, and then you can see there's Los Angeles, LA, Los Angeles, LA, Los Angeles, LA, and it's going to go on and on and on and on and on. The description doesn't matter. When was the last time you read the description on a TikTok video? This isn't so that people can read it. Okay, you want it to make sense, but this is for the algorithm so that the algorithm knows who to show it to. You want two people to see it. You want your local people and you do want global people to see it. And I'm going to show you why in a second. Okay, so this is my super long description. All right, you get the idea. I'm going to take that description and I'm going to paste it in here. So I have my city loaded probably 20 or 30 times. And then I have my service loaded 20 or 30 times. If they're going to give you 4,000 characters, use them. All right, that's the first step. Now, what that does is because the video is tagged, TikTok is going to try to show that video to people in your town. But what it's also going to do first, before it even shows it to the people in your town, it's going to show it to whoever it thinks that the video will serve well. So I have duct cleaning in there several times. It's going to show it to people who watch duct cleaning videos. That's not going to be your customers. That's not going to be the people in your town. That's going to be people all over the world. The good news is, if that is a very interesting duct cleaning video, then your competition and other tradesmen all over the world are going to watch it. They're not going to swipe past it because they enjoy it. Now, that's going to make the video get a lot of traction. These aren't going to be your customers, but TikTok is saying, hey, this is a really good video. Who else can I show it to? And because the location is tagged, it's going to try to serve it to your city, because TikTok doesn't really know why it's going viral. They just know, man, everyone loves this. Let's show it to as many people as possible. Okay. So they're going to show it to the people in your town. Now, here's the trick. Here's the problem. Okay. Well, let me show you the rest and then we'll get into that. Okay. The next thing we need to do, once we get in the actual algorithm, we need people to stop and watch. Now, keep in mind, I'm doing a video on air conditioning. All my air conditioning competitors are going to watch it. It's going to go global. It's going to go viral. And then it's going to serve it to the people in my city. The problem with that is people in my city aren't interested. So they're not going to watch it. And that's why I have that location tag there. You see that little thing that I'm pointing at that says Fayetteville? That is very, very important. And this is why that's important. Okay. So imagine this. You make a video. You tag the city, it gets in your customer's algorithm locally. They don't care about air conditioning. They don't care about ductwork. So they swipe past in 1 or 2 seconds. Once that happens, they will never see it again. All right. So you have to put that Fayetteville there, or that LA, or wherever you live, because when people are scrolling, they're seeing all kinds of videos. They're seeing videos about 100 men versus 1 gorilla, seeing whatever they like. And when they swipe up to the next video and it says the name of their town right there, they're going to pause for just a second, because that's not normal. They don't normally see local videos. So it makes your video stand out. So they're swiping and then they're like, oh, what's going on in my town? Just that pause alone helps you, because the average swipe rate on TikTok is 1 to 2 seconds. So just a quick second pause for them to say, what is going on in my town, helps that video go viral locally. Okay. Now, you've gotten in their algorithm. You've got them to stay for a couple seconds. Now you need them to watch most of the video, at least half of it. And the way that you do that is when they pause and they say, wow, what's going on in my town? You have to serve something up interesting. So you want to use those first 5 seconds very, very strategically. I'll give an example. If you have a situation where you're shooting a video and you found something interesting in a house, let's say you found a nasty dead rat in a duct. The people in your town want to know that, and they want to know what it has to do with them. So instead of starting the video like, hey, I found this rat in this duct and I want to show you this really disgusting, come on, let's take a look. They swiped past already because there's no rats in their duct. It's a random video. So what you want to do is you want to phrase it in a way to where it relates to them. So you're going to say, are there rats in your Fayetteville house? There's one in this house. Now you got them because they're thinking, oh my gosh, there's a rat problem in Fayetteville. Now they're watching it. When you start the video like that, you actually want the video to be showing the actual rat. Now you've got them watching at least half of the video. And when that happens, now TikTok is saying, whoa, 2 or 3 people in their town, my town is Fayetteville, 2 or 3 people in Fayetteville watch this whole thing. Let me show it to everyone in Fayetteville. And you're going to have that repeated effect. Now, that video that I showed you that went viral, that had 500,000 views and was the top video in my town for a couple weeks, that was because that was very important to the people in my town. And that's also something that you can do to get local people to watch it. Find out whatever they're interested in. And the way to do that is to find things that everyone in your town is going through at the same time. In that moment, it was a winter storm. We had snow. We normally don't have snow. It was a video about snow. It had the tag on top of Fayetteville. They looked at it. Oh my gosh, this is in my town. What's going on? Oh wow, snow is coming. Now they're watching it. Boom, you have a viral video. Now, this is the next step. Once local people start to see it, now you're going to get in their algorithm. You want to stay in their algorithm. And this is the issue. Because if you only post things about your town, what's going to happen? TikTok is going to still show that content to other people who like your content, other tradespeople, because they're the main ones that watch our content. It's going to show it to them, but you're only talking about your town. They're going to stop watching it. TikTok is going to say this is a bad video and it's going to stop showing it to everyone. So you have to sort of ride the line between, I want this to be hyper relevant to the people in my town, but I also want it to be educational and relevant to other tradespeople. So you have to do both, because what will happen is if you get a big viral video, TikTok says, man, this is perfect. The next video, I'm going to show it to everyone. And then if that video is not that good and people don't watch it, now TikTok's not going to show anything else. So that's the line. And I've seen that on my content where I have big viral video and then the next 10 videos are huge. And then the next 10 videos after that, TikTok doesn't show it to anyone because it kind of got away from what was making it big. So to sum it up, the number one thing to do to get local traffic is to make sure you tag the location on the video. And this is the same exact thing for Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, by the way. So number one thing, tag the location. Number two, put a call out of the city right at the very beginning to stop them from scrolling immediately for a couple seconds. And then number three, start with the punchline. Start with the punchline. No introductions, no nothing, no panning the camera over after. Have it right on there on the punchline, and then make that town call out. You have it on the screen, say it verbally. Is this happening in your Los Angeles home? All right. Happy TikToking. Happy social media marketing.